you happy to come along with me on Mata Vaishno Devi's Yatra?
जयकारा शेरावाली दा ढोल सच्चे दरबार की जय.
Hello everyone, welcome back to Prashika's World. Today I'm going to take you with me on a travel series. I hope you're going to enjoy my travel vlog. It's important you reach airport 2 hours before your departure time. We were ahead of time, but we were directed to the international terminal, which was wrong, and we had to walk to the domestic one. Luckily, we had completed our web check-in, and therefore reporting 1 hour before the departure was allowed. I always believe that if something goes wrong in the start of anything new, the journey will be a successful one, and that's how it works for me. We started off from Chennai and reached Delhi within 2 hours 45 minutes, and that was our first halt. We walked to the other terminal from where we had to board our flight to Jammu. It was Christmas time, and this is how the decoration looked at the Delhi airport. The best part about this journey was that we were going to go from Delhi to Leh Ladakh and then from Leh Ladakh to Jammu. There was a halt of 10 minutes in Leh, and we were excited to see how Leh Ladakh looked from a bird's eye view. It was very cold in Delhi, around 8 to 9 degrees Celsius, because of which we had to put on our jackets, our mufflers, our hand gloves and so on. It was just the start, because in Jammu and Katra the temperature would drop down to less than 5 degrees Celsius, and in the night it would be even 1 or 2 degrees Celsius. Now we were flying over Leh Ladakh, and here you go with the beautiful images of this place. Here you can see that there is a frozen lake. Doesn't it look gorgeous? We were mesmerized to see Leh Ladakh from the bird's eye view. It was snow everywhere, and the mountains were looking so beautiful. This was the runway where we were going to land. Leh Ladakh is a defense airport, and thus I could not shoot much when I landed. After the halt of 10 to 15 minutes, the journey continued to Jammu, which was less than 30-35 minutes from Leh. Now we were reaching the Jammu airport, and we were excited to continue our journey to Katra. Once we reached, we collected our baggage and we moved to the prepaid taxi counter, which was just outside the airport. The charges were 1,650, and we had to pay the toll, which was around 100 rupees, and the total journey we were going to cover was around 50 kilometers from Jammu to Katra. You can also get taxis from outside, but the only issue is you'll have to walk a little bit, around 500 meters, to reach to the taxi center, and it will charge you 100 or 150 rupees less than what the airport charges you. On the other hand, you can also reach Katra by bus or by train. We wanted to go by the train, but unfortunately all the trains to Katra had been cancelled. The scenic view when you travel by car is definitely beautiful. We were heading towards the hotel, but before that we wanted to have lunch on the way. As soon as you crossed the IIT Jammu, there was a restaurant named Midway Veg Restaurant where we halted to have lunch. You must have seen these three combinations in any dhaba that you go in Chennai, isn't it? North, it is commonly served in all restaurants. We ordered soya chap, which was very tasty, and if you're in the north, you should not miss to order one. We also ordered the Kashmiri dum aloo with lacha paratha. This was also very tasty. We finally ordered the gajar halwa, which was the best that I've ever had in my entire life. If you are in the north, then you should definitely try this gajar halwa. After having our lunch, we continued our journey towards Katra with this beautiful scenery.
Hold me close till I get up. Time is barely on our side. I don't wanna waste what's left. The storms we chase are leading us, and love is all we'll ever trust. Yeah, no, I don't wanna waste what's left. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, till my shadow turns to sun rays. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, and on we'll go.
It was a 1-hour journey, and finally we reached Katra. We could see the mountain that we were going to climb tomorrow to reach Mata Vaishno Devi's caves. We reached Hotel Krishna, where we had to stay for the next 3 days. We were given a heater which kept us really warm during the night, because the temperature during the day in Katra would be around 7 to 8 degrees, and when it was night it would drop to 3 to 4 degrees. The room was spacious enough for the three of us, but the best part about this hotel was to look outside the window. We could see Mata Vaishno Devi's caves from here. This hotel was situated in the middle of the market.
Through the wastelands, through the highways, till my shadow turns to sun rays.
This was the waiting area, and the best part about this hotel was that it had a lift. It is very difficult to find hotels in Katra with a lift facility. It was around 5:30 and we quickly went to have something before we could go for sleep early today. So there were a lot of such studios on the way where you could take photographs, and we had some tea, some tikki, some kesar milk and some samosas, and came back to the hotel by 6:30. The market here is usually open from 5 am in the morning till 11 pm in the night. Next day we realized that we did not have a lot of warm clothes, so we definitely wanted to do a little bit of shopping today before we could start the trekking. So firstly we went and had breakfast in Jewel's Hotel, which is just opposite to our Hotel Krishna. We had dosa, we had sambar idli, and we had aloo paratha. The chutney, the coconut chutney, was definitely frozen cold, but the sambar was hot enough. So after we had our breakfast, we went to the market to buy a few warm clothes. We visited the shop named Gupta Cloth Collections. They definitely had a good variety of winter collections at a very reasonable price. We were very excited to start off our journey to Mata Vaishno Devi's caves, and the first point that we had to reach to was the Banganga, and that was around 1.5 kilometers away from my hotel, which we covered by an auto. There were a lot of shops on the way where you could buy chunni for Mata Rani, but there were shops in Bhavan as well. So the total distance that we were going to cover today was around 14 kilometers from Banganga to Bhavan. So Bhavan is where Mata Rani's caves are established. This was our entry point where we were going to start off our trekking from. It is important that we book our Yatra Parchi either online or offline. I chose the online option, and this is how I booked it. I clicked on the Yatra Parchi, selected a date, added the number of people along with a ID proof, and that's how it gets booked. Yatra Parchi is free of cost. So come, let's start our trekking towards Mata Vaishno Devi's shrine. I have already shared my day 1 and day 2 journey with y'all. Link in the description below if you missed to see it. So it was 11 am in the morning and we had started off our journey to Mata Vaishno Devi's temple. The first point that we had to reach to was Banganga checkpoint. We took an auto from our hotel which was 1.5 kilometers away from the Banganga checkpoint. There are a lot of shops on your way to Banganga checkpoint, but you can also buy this directly from Bhavan. You have a lot of shops there too. Way to Bhavan, Jai Mata Di. First thing is that you will have to book a Yatra Parchi either online or offline. If you want to book it offline, then the booking center is just near the bus stand and the timings are 5 am to 10 pm. Security check has been completed and the Yatra Parchi has been checked at this counter. So the total distance we were going to cover today was 14 kilometers and we had to reach Bhavan where Mata Rani's caves have been established. First point which we had to reach was Atkwari, which was 6 kilometers from the checkpoint. You can go by walk or by horse or even by palki. So many horse and palki riders approached us to hire them and it became very difficult to select one. We had hired a palki for our mom. I decided to walk as far as I could and then take the horse if required. My brother came by walk all the way to Atkwari. There is also a langar service which was started years ago by the T-Series owner Shri Gulshan Kumar. This serves free langar for 8,500 devotees daily with traditional food of Jammu comprising of dal chawal and a sweet. There are two ways to start off the journey. One is the old route which we are taking and the other is the new route which is the Tarakot Mark. If you take this route, you will have to go only by walk. There is no palki or horse facility available and this is 7 kilometers whereas the old route is going to be 6 kilometers. Also, you will not be able to visit Charun Paduka which comes only in the old route. Shrine Board is maintaining the trekking route towards Mata Vaishno Devi and they have done an excellent job in having a rate card fixed for each and every service that we use there. There is a story behind Banganga. It is said that Bhairav was after goddess Vaishno Devi. She ran towards the Tirkut hill along with Hanumanji who was with her to protect her all the time. On the way, Hanumanji was very thirsty and thus Mata Rani shot an arrow in this place and released a stream of water. It is also said that Mata Rani had washed her hair over here and that's why this place is called as Ban Ganga as well as Bal Ganga. After travelling 300 meters, we have reached Ban Ganga. Devotees also take bath here. So if you are going by walk, you can purchase these sticks for 20 rupees each. Charan Paduka is 1.5 kilometers from Banganga. It is said that young Mata Rani had taken rest for few minutes to check how far is Bhairav. As soon as she saw Bhairav approaching her, she flew to her next place, which was the Arthkuwari Gufa. In this temple, you will be able to see Mata Rani's footprints. That's how this temple was named as Charan Paduka. This is the Pratham Darshan of Mata Rani. That was Charan Paduka's darshan for all of y'all. After this point, I became very tired and took the horse to reach Earth Quarry, which was around 4 kilometers away. While walking, if you become tired, the good part is you have these massage centers on the way, which charges you around 50 rupees for 15 minutes, where you can take massage for your back, for your legs, and continue your walk. On your way to Bhavan, you will get to enjoy these beautiful sounds of dhol. We are almost 4 kilometers from Bal Ganga, 2 more kilometers to reach Earth Quarry, and from here the shops close. You do have stalls on the way for a short tea break. You can also use these pittus to carry your children or even to carry luggages till Bhavan, and it will cost you just 500. You can also use these steps to reach quicker, but it is going to be tiring. Remember, if you have BP or heart issues, then you are not advised to take the steps. If you are liking my video so far, then please do not forget to subscribe to my channel.
ये दुकानें जो है वो वहाँ से बंद हो जाती है क्या? ठीक है, हम लोग जल्दी पहुँच जाएंगे बोल रहे हो ना? अर्थ कुवारी पर पहुँचेंगे तो ये डोल उसी के लिए है ना? भैया बहुत खाली है ना इस बार? रश होती है? अरे ये तो बहुत स्टीप है, घोड़ी कैसे कर लेते हैं भैया? अगर हम लोग ट्रिप हो गए तो हम लोग को क्या करना चाहिए बचाने को अपने आप को? भीड़ होती है ना दिसंबर में? नए साल में तो बहुत भीड़ होगी। ये 525 सीडी वाला है क्या ये बंदर कैमरा तो नहीं छीनेंगे ना भैया? ये एक डाउट है, घोड़ों को ठंड नहीं लगती? उनके कपड़े नहीं होते क्या? इस रास्ते पर कभी आपने शेर देखा है क्या? ये घोड़े सोते कैसे भैया? खड़े होकर कि लेट जाते हैं? घोड़ों को ऊपर चल के खिलाओगे क्या भैया? ये मशीन क्या लगी है भैया? इधर एक फोटो ले सकते हैं क्या भैया?
तुझे अक्कल है? चुप हो जा सातवीं फेल, चुप।
I remember 20 years back when I came to Mata Vaishno Devi's temple, this was the same route where me and my mother were on the horse, and the route was so small. We would have just fallen down from the cliff if the horse would have even tripped by an inch. But now the entire place is getting renovated and the route is getting longer. Finally reached Earth Quarry. So from Earth Quarry we could go to Bhavan via two routes. Either via Sanji Chat route, which is called as the Hathi Mata Marg, and that is 9.5 kilometers away. We could walk or take a horse or even a palki. Otherwise, the other route is around 8.5 kilometers away and it is called as the Himkoti Marg. Now you can take this route either by walk, battery car or even a palki. This was the Himkoti Marg, which is the new route, and this is the Hathimata Marg, which is the old route. Hathimata Marg is a little steep and it is difficult to climb. But if you have to go via horse or by palki, then you'll have to take that route. Otherwise, the Himkoti Marg, you can take battery cars, you can take palkis as well, or you can also go by walk. It is said that young Mata Vaishno Devi had meditated 9 months inside this cave, and that's why the name of this cave is called as the Garbh Jun. When she saw Bhairav approaching her, she quickly escaped from the caves and reached Tirkut Parvat. Yatris are allowed inside the cave in batches, so if you wish to visit inside, you will have to buy the tickets and wait for your turn to come. We came to the counter for battery car tickets. It was 1:50 p.m. and the counter had opened at 2:30. The battery car service from Arthkubari to Bhavan is rupees 350, which is only available at online booking or on the spot counter booking. Luckily, the cars were vacant enough, so we got the tickets on the spot. The scenery from here is mesmerizing and we can see the Bhavan from here. So we are now in our battery car. Usually there is a 2 months of advance booking, but we were lucky enough to get it on the spot. It took us around 10 minutes and we were close to the Bhavan. There were shops by shrine boards that offered prasad starting from rupees 20 and chunni starting from rupees 80 that you can take inside the temple. Twice a day, the line for darshan is being stopped to perform aarti for Mata Rani. The timings are 6:20 to 8:20 in the morning and evening. So finally we decided to have something and went to Sagar Ratna restaurant. We had the Rajma Chawal and the Curry Chawal, which is famous here, and took some rest until the line started for the darshan. Wait. Did you think I would just say that yes, my darshan is over and continue my journey? No, I'm going to tell you what actually happened, because after this point, cameras were not allowed. It was 8:45 in the night and the darshan had finally begun. It was a long queue that we had to cross. Firstly, you'll have to keep all your items in a locker. You have to go to the counter, they will give you a lock and key, you put all the things in the locker, lock it and take the key along with you. Then there are a lot of steps that you'll have to climb up and down to reach the first security point. Ensure you do not have any leather products or your phone or camera with you. All were wearing our jackets, but still we felt so cold when we crossed any place where there was space between the mountain because of the chill breeze. We reached our second security point where strangely they did not allow us to take water bottles or even the sticks. There was a small temple where you will have to hand over the coconut or nariyal that you bring for prasad to the Panditji and he will give you a token. You can then collect your nariyal, keeping the token after you complete the darshan. You will again have to climb a lot of steps and get down, post which you will come to an open space where the scenery is beautiful. As soon as you enter, you will be able to see the old caves where people used to visit Mata Rani earlier via those, but now it opens only in January and February. We went inside through the new caves, which was made of marble and was very chill. As soon as you reach inside, you will be able to see the three goddesses. Firstly, Kali Mata from the right, next to her Sheravali, Vaishno Devi Mata, and then Saraswati Mata. As soon as you come out, you can collect your nariyal, keeping the token that you had received in the previous counter. There is also a prasad counter where every devotee will be given a prasad. It was so cold in the night, it was around 12:30 that we came out and we enjoyed a little bit of bonfire. We rested for some time, we had some tea, and of course we were very tired. There was a Hanuman temple just close to where we were sitting, and there were devotees that were chanting Hanuman Chalisa. There is 24 hours medical help available and an ambulance too in case you become sick. Jai Mata Di. This is how the Bhavan looked in the night. Beautiful, right? It is said that when Mata Vaishno Devi had cut Bhairav's head, Bhairav, before dying, had asked forgiveness from Mata Rani for his misbehavior with her. Saying that Bhairav was really sorry for what he did, She had blessed him, saying that when my devotees come to visit me, they will have to visit your temple as well to get my blessings. And from then onwards, every devotee that comes to Mata Vaishno Devi does come to Bhairav temple, which is 2 kilometers from the Bhavan. We decided to go to the Bhairav temple in the morning. From Bhavan, Bhairav temple is around 2.2 kilometers, which you can go by walk or by palki or by horse or even by the cable car. We were going to take the cable car, which was just 100 rupees to and fro.
कृपया मास्क का खास ध्यान रखें। सभी लोग टिकट काउंटर पर आने से पहले मास्क पहन लें। मास्क पहनकर ही टिकट काउंटर पर आएं। सूचना एक बार फिर सुनें। एक मेंबर को केवल एक ही टिकट दिया जाएगा।
This was the last time we were going to see the Bhavan so closely, because after this we would directly go to Sanchi Chat for the helicopter. Again, the line for the cable car was very long, but fortunately with Mata Rani's blessings we were able to take the cable car within 15 minutes of wait time. If you want to walk from Bhavan to Bhairav temple, it takes around 1 hour because the trekking is quite steep. But since we took the cable car, we reached in 2 minutes to the temple. Once you get down from the cable car, you will have to walk a little bit to reach the Bhairav temple. The view from the Bhairav temple is mesmerizing. There were mountains all around and a lot of monkeys. Beware, you will have to keep all your prasad packets well secured and not in your hands, otherwise the monkeys will snatch it from your hand. From this viewpoint, you will also be able to see the Bhavan, which is looking so small from the top. From here, we were going to go to the Sanchi Chat for the helicopter, and we decided to walk. If you want, you can also take horses from Bhairav Baba's temple. But if you want to hire a palki, remember you will not get any palki from Bhairav Baba's temple. You will have to take it from Bhavan, do your darshan in Bhairav Baba's temple, and then continue your journey towards Sanchi Chat if you need a palki. From Sanchi Chat, you will get a helicopter which will directly leave you to Katra. We started off our trekking from Bhairav Baba's temple to Sanchi Chat, which was just 2 kilometers away. We booked our helicopters from the Bhavan itself, and it costed us around 1,800 per head. It was definitely worth it, because if you take the palki from Bhavan to Katra, they will charge you around 3,100. We had finally reached Sanchi Chat and we were excited because this was our first helicopter ride. Unfortunately, I could not capture the scenic view from the helicopter because cameras weren't allowed. The journey was just for 5 minutes, but we could feel butterflies in our stomach. The takeoff and landing of a helicopter is very different from that of an aeroplane. So we definitely enjoyed this helicopter ride. It was around 12 in the afternoon and we had gone to this dhaba named the Manoranjan Dhaba. Rajma Chawal in Manoranjan Dhaba is really famous. After cooking, they add in a lot of ghee and serve you, and this plate is more than enough for 2 people to eat. We also ordered Bhengan Barta along with Lacha Paratha over here. After a long journey of trekking, We really enjoyed the lunch and we came back to our room. On the same evening, there was also Mata Rani's Chowki. That's how our day 4 ended very beautifully. However, we wanted to explore the market as we were going to leave to Amritsar tomorrow morning. So we came to the store named Chunilal Amarnath to specifically buy some rajmas as well as some dry fruits. But there was a lot more in the store. A sneak peek for all of y'all. All the items that we bought were sealed in this cloth bag and handed over to us. Later, we also went to this BRT stall. It was around 10:30 in the night, and this is one of the most famous places in Katra that you should never miss. It is famous for its tea as well as for its bun maska. The best part of it is they make tea in front of you according to how you want it to be. Look at the quantity of milk that they still have. So many people visit this place and they never run out of the tea stop. The tea is just for ₹10. Bun maska again is very popular in this stall because they put in so much love in the form of butter. The cost of this bun maska is only 20 rupees. We also enjoyed some peanuts in this cold weather. It was 11 in the night and all the shops had started to close. When we returned back home, it was so nice to see this beautiful trekking route to Mata Vaishno Devi's temple. It was one of the best experiences of our life which we will never forget. This was the last day of us in Katra and we were definitely going to miss this beautiful view outside our hotel. On our entire journey in Jammu and Katra, we could see a lot of army forces and it's only because of them that we are able to do these trips peacefully. Salute to them for all the hard work and commitment toward the country. It was time to leave Katra. We were lucky enough to get trains directly from Katra to Amritsar because all other trains had been cancelled due to the ongoing strike. As we reached the station, from here we could see Arthkuwari.
Time is barely on our side. I don't wanna waste what's left.
I must say that the Katra station is really very clean.
And love is all we'll ever
We all were very emotional to leave this place. But as always, any beginning has to come to an end. We were taking back a lot of memories and we had to move on to make new memories. We had again picked up our favorite Rajma Chawal from the Manoranjan Dhaba for our lunch during our train journey. And these are some beautiful clippings from the train journey between Katra to Amritsar via the Jammu Tawi.
along the way, melodies we haven't
are the best parts of my trip so far.